Hello, good morning. Today, we are presenting our key activity. This activity is from our subject, Trigonometry and Introduction to Statistics, from our teacher, which is Brenda Ortiz Bonifacio. We study at Tec de Monterrey, Campus Tampico. This activity was made by Ana Cecilia Chavez, Sergio Banda, Gali and Paola Bueno, which was the editor of this video. So, let's begin. What was the objective of this activity? The objective of the key activity is to analyze a real-life phenomenon and model a trigonometric function according to the data, which generally can be something we may use in our daily life. In this activity, we had to analyze temperature, which is something that we often see each day when we wake up and every moment of our life, specifically around Mexico, and our state was Michoacan. So, with all this data, we had to do our first step, which was analyze the temperature of Michoacan from the last 2 years. In this video, we can see my team member Checo checking the data of Michoacan and proceeding to add it to our Excel. Keeping this information handy is really important to help us with the last parts of this activity. After taking in all our data, we added the final touches to Excel. We made sure to add the temperature, the months, the years, which were 2024 and 2025, and a consecutive order from 1 to 24. Okay, so now we have all of our information necessary in Excel to generate our scatter plot. We use the graphing software which is named GeoGebra, a graphing software that allowed us to see the temperature in Michoacan throughout the years 2024 and 2025. You see the formula that is here, the one that GeoGebra generated for us? Well, this formula was basically what made GeoGebra able to generate our graph. However, the objective of this activity is to make one ourselves in base of the data we have, to be able to predict the first 2 months of 2026, which is data we don't have. We can see that our amplitude is an addition, that we have our B, and we also have our horizontal shift. So basically, we count with 3 letters, A, B, and C. Okay, so now we're heading into one of the most important steps, which is making a formula ourselves, the one that will be able to get us the data we're missing, the two months of 2026. Here, we can see my team members, Gali and Checo, discussing about the formula we have to find, while Ceci and me make sure to give advice and ways help in the procedures. Now that we have the formula we made and the formula GeoGebra gave us, let's make our analysis. This is our chart. We made sure to add both at the same time to be able to see the differences in the chart. The blue one is the formula that was obtained by the team, which was us, and the red one is the one GeoGebra made for us. At first glance, we can see that both are extremely different. Our formula involves pi in the formula, which is something the software formula doesn't have. Also, their shapes are extremely different. Our formula seems to have a wider range in contrast to the software formula. With this information, we were able to calculate the first 2 months of approximate temperature in 2026. We can see that they change quite a lot in each section, due to the difference between the numbers and the method to achieve the different formulas.
I think we all worked pretty well as a team and that my contribution was important since I helped with the organization and distribution of the work. The strategy we implemented was based on collaboration and communication, making sure that we always listen with respect to the ideas of others and pick the best one so that the work was successful in the end. And finally, my contribution to the team was graphing all the information that my classmates provided me and predicting the temperature for the future months of 2026.
Okay, so I think my individual collaboration was quite important because mainly we worked pretty well as a team. Some focus more on the mathematical part, which helped us like the ones that are not that good at it, and the other one like focus more on the creative part. And example with the video we had to do. And I in this activity, like in the key activity, I helped making the edition of the video and the presentation, which was like the main part I did. No, actually it was the video, the main part I did. So yeah, bye.
My individual collaboration was important for the team because I helped to the flow of working of the whole team. One of the strategies of the team to help achieve the goal was listening respectfully to others. So I applied it when one of my classmates contributed with any idea. I just listened and gave my opinion in a respectful way. My contribution to the team was analyzing the data, helping graphing the function, and answering the questions of the document of Canvas.
Hi, my individual collaboration was important because this project focused on modeling the average climate temperature, and every step required teamwork, from collecting the 2024 to 2025 data to analyzing the periodic behavior of that data. To achieve our goals, we divided roles, manage our time carefully, and discuss our ideas before making decisions about the model. When my teammates contributed ideas, I listened very carefully and supported them. My contribution was mainly helping develop the conclusion about the importance of modeling climate temperature with trigonometric functions, assisting Checo with some parts of the analysis when he needed support, and offering to help Paola with editing the video to make sure our final product was clear and well organized. And I think that's all. Thank you.